Hi guys, Dan Larson here. I have a very good news for you guys. Serum Fx just released, which is a plugin, an insert fx plugin, which you can use after any instruments like operator, which is my favorite instrument here in live. And I would like to give you a little review on this FX plugin. Serum FX, I'm sure you know Serum itself, the instrument. From now, you can use it as an insert FX, and you can use the rec section here with these effects, which everybody loves. Well, for me, the most important thing, the most awesome feature here is to use the Unison mode, because you know I've been searching for a Unison VST or a Unison FX plugin for years to just use it after any kind of instrument. I love the sound of a Unison, which are basically built into instruments, but from now it is available as a different insert effects, which, well, as I said, I've been searching for it for years, but I've never found any. But from now we have this saw waveform, and we can make it a 7 notes or a 7 voices unison. It is so cool. I really love it. Or if you want, you can use a dimension expander, which is basically some kind of delay plugin to make the sound a lot wider. But if you use the Unison mode, which is called hyper, it is not really necessary. So from now, if you even have a vocal loop or anything, let's check it. For example, I have a look. This is nice. So just, you know, take Serum FX and use the hyper for a thick unison sound. You can make even stereo witness to the sound. It is really handy for me. And I've never found any kind of instrument or any kind of effects which did this, what Serum FX does. It's really awesome. So the other very handy feature with Serum FX is you can use multiple instrument FX recs after even a Serum patch or even any kind of other instruments. So let's get back to our simple saw. You can simply, you can simply duplicate and make and use lots of instances of Serum FX. So basically you will have lots of distortion or any kind of filtering, which is, I think, very handy, because when I first used Serum, I thought, why don't we have the feature or the possibility to use multiply instances of these awesome effects? They are very cool. But now we can do that. Just simply duplicate Serum FX plugin, which is really handy again. And after it, I have this multi-tap delay here, which is my favorite stuff. Very nice feature, because I believe Ableton doesn't have this built in. And also another very cool thing, if you don't use Ableton, you probably don't have an OTT plugin, which is let me show you, just a simple multiband compression, but it is a plugin. OTT is a plugin for a multiband dynamics. OTT, which stands for over the top, I believe. What it does is, splits up the frequency spectrum to 3 bands and tries to even them, tries to even every band, which will give the sound a very thick and very nice character. And now it is available for everyone who uses Serum. It's a very nice feature to have. And again, in any kind of instances or any number of instances, very good. Another awesome feature or any other awesome possibilities for you if you own Serum, because it is free. So if you own Serum, you can download your version or download your copy from the xferrecords.com from your account. Is having Serum's awesome features, awesome filters. Sorry, for example, the reverb filter. Reverb filter, everybody loves that. The comps. Or the flanges. Very nice. But if you want to modulate the sound, you can encounter some problems. For example, let's use a simple plug. Well, I mean, if you want to make this sound a simple plug, you can hear that it doesn't do anything. We have this note ledge button here, which makes some weird stuff. As you can see, it starts something here, but it stops. I don't know if it is by wheel or it is a bug, but it's not the thing what we want. From this point, you can use the LFO for that. So as you can see, if you click on the note ledge, oh, what have I done? So if you click on the note ledge, the LFO gets alive and it will sync to your DAW's tempo, but you won't be able to trigger it. I mean, to re-trigger the LFO. It will just free run depending on your DAW's tempo. And as the manual says, you will need to send a MIDI note to SerumFX to get envelopes alive. So for that, you will need to make another MIDI channel and send it to, I mean the MIDI, send it to operator and send it to SerumFX X64, and you know, just send MIDI notes to both of the channels. So from now, as you can see, the envelope gets alive. So we don't need LFO, but we need the envelope to make it plug. A disadvantage here is if you want to make, if you want to use more than one instances of SerumFX, you need to make one more MIDI channel. So one MIDI channel for every instance of SerumFX, which is not really handy. I think maybe in the future Steve will fix this or make some other solution to make this a lot smoother, happen a lot smoother. But from now, this is enough for us because envelope is working very nice. Of course, you can still use some LFOs, I don't know, like on the phaser. So from now on, the re-trigger button is alive, but you can turn it off anytime. Oh, and one more thing. Let's add the clean serum. So we have the saw, and I would like to use a filter, and this time a ring modulation, which is a very handy thing in Serum. I really love using ring modulation, but it is a problem if you want to use the note modulator, or if you want to use the note section as a modulator. Oh, sorry. So there is a problem for you if you don't send any MIDI message to operators SerumFX, because it won't follow the note. So what you are doing here is changing the cutoff frequency of the ring modulation when you go up higher on the keyboard. So the higher the keyboard, the higher the notes, the higher the cutoff frequency will be. So for that, you will definitely need this extra MIDI information to SerumFX. But from now, if you click on note latch and you have the extra MIDI channel sending the MIDI data to Serum, you will be able to fix the ring modulation frequency to the note you want to play. Without that, let's bypass it. Sorry. Weird. It doesn't get any information now. Oh, yes, yeah, sorry, because I operator. Yeah, sorry. Operator track and SerumFX. That's it. So now it follows my keynote information, sorry, my note information, and changes the ring modulation cutoff. If I don't share the information, my keyboard information using this MIDI, you can hear on every key, I'm going higher on the keyboard, the cutoff frequency doesn't change, but and because of that, the sound what you are creating will be weird, not a playable note, playable sound. Sorry. So we definitely need this. Very handy stuff. So I think this MIDI routing stuff should be a lot smarter because we already have the MIDI information here when we play a note on operator. SerumFX should get it. We shouldn't use a different channel for that. But anyway, this is how it's working now. I hope in the future Steve will fix it. So this was a little overview on the SerumFX new plugin or new module. I'm really happy with the result and I'm really happy that it's here. It will be a very, very nice tool for me in the future. So go ahead to x4records.com, download your copy and have a play with it. I was Dan Larsson and see you next time. Bye bye.